Wait! Don't knock yet.
What?
This feels so wrong. I've never been afraid to talk to my own daughter before.
We put it off long enough. You said we'd tell her right after Halloween. What is it, the 10th?
No, the 9th. It's only the 9th.
Well, December is 3 weeks away and they're showing holiday ads on the Disney Channel already. Now, come on, let's get this done.
How about we wait and tell her next year? We can tell her in September before the season even gets started.
She'll be almost 9 by then. It was dicey enough last year when some of her little classmates knew. This year they're all gonna know. You read the same article I did. It's psychologically healthier if they hear it from the parents.
So maybe if we give her a little bit more time, she'll figure it out on her own.
What if before she figures it out, she hears it at school? Think those smart-ass third graders are gonna keep this to themselves? Those little punks are just dying to break the news to some little innocent like Kimmy, so they can tease her about it, until she runs away crying.
Oh, I get why this is so important to you. It happened to you, didn't it? Oh, you found out at school and they teased you.
I didn't find out at school.
Jeez, okay.
It was on the school bus. Well, why do you think I refused to let Kimmy take the bus to school? That's where the kids learn all the things the parents are trying so desperately to hide, like the swear words and the sex and...
You really should be taking the bus. I mean, she's missing out on that whole social experience.
Are you nuts? The school bus is like a subversive underground newspaper, where the kids learn all these things that the parents are trying so desperately to hide.
But honey, riding the bus to school, it's like a childhood rite of passage.
Those big yellow monsters are like the dark web for grade school kids. Mark my words. She takes that bus to school, she hears this news from someone other than us. And I'll be damned if she's gonna hear it from some 10-year-old delinquent on a bus. No, we're telling her right now.
You're just as afraid of this as I am!
Well, why is she still believing? She's a smart kid, right? Why hasn't she put it together?
All right. How are we doing this? Do we have a plan?
All right. I looked for this online and printed it. I read it to her as a bedtime story last night, but she fell asleep, so I didn't get a chance to talk about it with her.
Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus? Isn't that the exact opposite of the message we're trying to send here?
It'll help us bring up that some things are metaphoric and not literally true. Look, he exists as certainly as love and generosity and devotion exist. The guy who wrote this editorial got out of explaining it directly by putting it into metaphorical terms. So we do the same thing. Only after we read it to her, we explain what a metaphor is. And then, boom, bolt of realization, she figures it out for herself.
She does. A 7-year-old.
Well, if she doesn't get it right away, we explain how a fictitious figure can be the personification of a symbolic archetype, and that a character from a mythic fable can be a conceptual construct. She'll get it!
The way you just explained it, I don't get it. Why don't we just come right out and tell her?
Oh, yeah. It's that simple, is it? All right, what do we say?
Well,
Go ahead. Let's say Kimmy's right there. If it's that easy, just break the news.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Kimmy, Mommy and Daddy need to talk to you about something. I mean, it's something we haven't told you before. Well, I mean, we told you something, but it wasn't exactly the honest, actual... Kimmy, we had good reasons for telling you what we told you we did. We only wanted you to be happy and to feel loved.
What happened to just coming right out and telling her?
I'm getting there. So, honey, what we need to tell you may upset you. Oh, but I don't know. Maybe it won't. You're such a big girl now, so mature for your age. You know, I just know you're going to take this information really well. You wouldn't get upset with Mommy and Daddy at all for... Well, you forgive your friends, so I'm sure you'd forgive Mommy and Daddy if we did something that...
This is pathetic.
I'm almost there!
Going to a 7-year-old.
So, honey, what we need to tell you is that there is no... What I mean to say is that there's no such thing as...
Yeah, that just coming out and telling her really works great.
All right. So it's harder than I thought. We'll go with the metaphor thing, but you're going to have to explain that.
All right, now follow my lead. Remember what the article said. It's important that she come to the conclusion herself. If she comes to the realization on her own, without us actually saying the words, it's supposed to be less traumatic.
So we try to avoid actually telling her. I like this idea even better now.
We don't tell her, but we lead her to figure it out for herself. Oh, hi, honey. We were just coming in to talk to you. Can we do that?
Thank you, honey. Sit right on the bed here. Thanks.
What's that you're watching on TV? Is that Rudolph? Oh, Santa Claus is coming to town, huh? Wow, they start those Christmas specials early now, don't they? Mid-November. Oh, it's a DVD. And Mommy bought you that DVD. Wow, that Mommy's so great, isn't she? She's just so helpful.
So Kimmy, we need to talk to you about something. So let's turn the TV off. Can we do that? Thank you. Oh yes, it's important. It's very important.
Do you have any idea what it might be about?
Like, is there anything you've been thinking about or wondering about? Like, does something seem not quite right to you?
No, honey. No. Mommy and I aren't getting divorced.
No, why would you even think that? Oh, well, I guess we were just arguing outside your door. No, but Mommy and Daddy love each other, and we want to stay together.
Of course. And I suppose nothing in the world could be as bad as your parents getting divorced, right?
Oh, right! Like nothing we could tell you would upset you after you thought the news was us getting a divorce, right, honey?
Like if we were to get a divorce, you'd be very, very unhappy.
But if we were to tell you something else that wasn't nearly as bad as that, you wouldn't be upset at all now, would you? Would you, Kimmy? You won't know until we tell you what it is. Oh, so smart you are.
And because you are so smart, and you're 7 now. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Almost 8. You're right. Well, we were thinking about someone that we talk about a lot at this time of year. We have these holiday songs about him and Christmas specials, but we've never actually seen him. So we were wondering, Mommy and I, about whether this person really is... Well, does it really make sense that someone you've never seen before can see what you're doing all the time?
It does seem funny, doesn't it? that somehow you could see if you've been bad or good, but nobody ever sees him. Have you ever seen him, Daddy?
Nope, never seen him, not once.
So, Kimmy, what do you think about that? Does it really make sense to believe in someone we can't see? Oh, no, of course we believe in God! Oh, why would you even...
No, you're right, honey. God is someone that we can't see. And he judges whether we're good or bad.
What's that, Kimmy? We do sing songs about God at Christmas, too.
You're so smart, Kimmy. Why can't she... Kimmy, do you remember that story I read to you last night? Well, I certainly didn't think it was boring, but I didn't get a chance to talk about it with you. I know, you fell asleep. I guess somebody was tired, huh? Bored you to sleep. Well, that's too bad because I really wanted to talk about it with you. Why? Why? Because
sometimes it's fun to talk about stories after you read them to figure out what they really mean.
Exactly. Thank you, Mommy. Well, like I was saying, this was a response in the newspaper to a little girl, just like you, who wasn't quite sure there really was a Santa Claus. And, what, honey? No, she's not just like you. Why, honey? Because you're sure there's a Santa Claus. Why, Kimmy? Why can you be so sure there's a Santa Claus?
Because we told you there was. Oh, no, honey. We would never tell you something that wasn't true. Would we, honey?
Gee, look at the time. It's way past your bedtime, young lady. How clever you are trying to keep us talking so you could stay up all night.
So smart you are, you rascal. All right, you go right to bed now. I love you. What? Oh, news. I guess we did say we had some news. Did we have news? I don't remember.
We do have some news, honey. And maybe you won't like it very much, but this is the way it is. From now until your Christmas vacation, you're going to be taking the bus to school.